Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with Rookie Scouting Portfolio. Let's take a look at 5'11", 260-pound running back Journey Brown of Penn State. This is such an excellent run. We're going to take a look at it a few times here. And one of the things that I want to highlight to you, in addition to the fact that he does a nice job of squeezing through this hole here as he works out, inside the quarterback and downhill and squeezes through this penetration here in that block by 62. It's a nice job. And gets into the open field. He pulls through one reach, stiffs arms a second man, stiffs arms a third man right there, and then is wrapped up by a defensive end, outside linebacker type. 32-yard touchdown on this play. Now you can see evidently, he's got a heck of a stiff arm. Because it takes strength to be able to and leverage to not only knock down one man after you've done this, but then to hit that man head on, and it's good leverage. But to carry that man down like that and then drag basically a box level lineman 5 yards into the end zone, sure, momentum's on his side. Sure, he had good leverage. But in order to be able to maintain that stiff arm, to be able to keep that distance like that, and that one right there, that takes some force in addition to leverage. But more importantly about this run is not so much about the strength when it comes to his upper body, but the ability to maintain a compelling pace as a runner to work through 4 defenders on the way to the end zone. Backs who are very good big play threats in the NFL, who have power, maintain that pace even through contact. Adrian Peterson was terrific at this at the prime of his career. He's still pretty good at it now at his age. Marshawn Lynch was one of the best at it. Didn't have Adrian Peterson's speed, certainly doesn't have Journey Brown's track speed. But what Journey Brown has in common with these two backs is the ability to work through multiple points of contact, maintain that similar pace, and run hard through all of that to get to the end zone here on this play. That's something, again, is very promising for a back who's eventually going to be an NFL player. Another thing that I like to see is efficiency of movement, footwork efficiency. And this is important with wide receivers, it's important with defensive ends, it's important with quarterbacks, and especially running backs. And for the running back, it's when he sees penetration. See how 53 loses this block, the defender swims over and gets penetration to the inside at this left hash? Journey Brown sees this as he takes the exchange, and see how he plants his foot within a yard of that exchange. Watch how he turns that foot a little bit too. And he's able to point that toe to the outside and work around that defender. And he only turns this into about a 3-yard gain. But when you think about the fact that the defender gets that nice swim right here, a lot of backs would have jump cut right into harm's way and would have basically been between the tackle and the end on this play and wrapped up for a 1 to 2 yard loss. But Brown does such a good job of anticipating this, and on top of that, he's efficient with the movement. Again, that's so important. Watch how he turns that back and front foot right there so that his hips are already opened up and he's working to the outside, and he doesn't have to do it with a big step to get deep into the line of scrimmage. He's still a good yard and a half, 2 yards away from these two defenders to work around them. And that nice little bend there. But notice the back foot, how he does it, because it's this right foot right there. It's not completely turned outside, but it's pointed enough that it gives him an opportunity to open up his hips a little bit more with not only that back foot, but that front foot with the point. And then he takes a little shuffle step to continue to slide outside and work around. He also runs a lot with high knees. He kind of has a nice little kick to his gait, which allows him to work through trash pretty darn well. And the final thing about Journey Brown that I like is that he's becoming a more conceptually sound running back. This was a guy that wasn't extremely experienced as a running back coming to Penn State. And you can see at times that he's still kind of learning as he goes, especially on gap plays. I think he gets a little confused about where he should take a cut back and where he should follow the design of the play. But one thing that he does well on certain types of plays, whether it's duo or certain zone plays or wind back plays, is that he can read the box. You're going to watch here. You see pre-snap that you have from the center forward, you have basically 4 defenders who are either just inside the center to the right to the opposite side here. So the box is mostly populated, most heavily populated to the left side of the line of scrimmage for Journey Brown. And you're going to see late pre-snap, he notices the linebackers start to squeeze into this A-gap, and probably this safety starting to climb up. And what he does is so nice here, because he works towards that play side where the run blitz is coming, takes a couple steps here, little bit of a jump stop right here into the penetration, slides right outside and hits the backside of this crease away from the blitz, and he's gone. So what you're seeing here is a nice job of reading pre-snap what's going on. And let's see if we can see it on this particular play. I can't show you the all 22 of this, but what I can tell you is prior to the snap, he actually kind of points out these guys a little bit, and you don't see it in this particular part of the play, but he points it out a little bit, works towards that play side, in towards the blitz to bait the blitz, and then he makes that nice jump stop with enough room, cuts downhill. So you're seeing a back who not only has great speed to be able to pull away from an opposite side corner, to challenge safeties on a regular basis, to bounce plays outside, to cut back inside, but he reads the line of scrimmage. He's getting better at doing that. He has stamina with his pace. He can work through multiple points of contact. I don't know if he's the best running back in this 2020 NFL draft class or 2021 NFL draft class, but he's certainly one of the most promising. And if you're going to project what a player can be, he may be the best prospect at this in this class if you're projecting forward to what he's been able to learn and what skills that he has and what works well in the NFL if he continues to develop. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, Matt Waldman's RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.